Why were you comfortable buying when BTC was all the way up here? When BTC was all the way up here, but you're terrified of buying when BTC is down here or when we dropped down here. It's the same asset, cheaper prices, we're in more fear. So what's actually changed? And that's the psychology of the market. As a trader, one of the most important skills you can develop is the ability to adapt to current market situations. That doesn't mean you're flipping your bias emotionally every week. It means understanding where we are in the cycle. And no, I don't agree that we are officially in a bear cycle right now. You need to ask yourself two questions. Number one, when have we ever entered into a true bear market whilst everyone was already calling for one? And secondly, how can we already be in a bear market if most altcoins are already sitting at all-time lows? If this is true, and if we are in a bear market already, we're expecting alts to completely go to zero from here. And that doesn't make sense structurally. And that's why this is not a game of price. This is a psychology game. When price was higher, people were confident. Now that price is lower, people are fearful. But logically, a lower price means better value. The problem is most people don't buy value, they buy comfort. And comfort only comes when price is higher. Now, I do think we are going to get another dump. And that dump is going to be aggressive, like a black swan type flush. And a move that is designed to wipe out leverage traders, trigger mass liquidations, and force emotional capitulation. And then we will get a structural reversal, a violent reversal, because the market loves to punish the majority before moving into the real direction. Now on BTC monthly time frame, it's important that we look at where price is at right now. We've swept key areas below. We've come into the order block. We've come into the 78.6, but psychological numbers we haven't yet tapped into. So that's why I'm expecting price to come lower, taking out this low. I want to see BTC sub 50K. There's a high possibility that can happen, but I still think we are in a bullish market right now, and we should be buying as we get these moves to the downside. Daily time frame on BTC. Although we had the bullish engulfing after that huge liquidation on the 5th of Feb, normally when we get moves like this, we expect consolidation. So what we can see on this rally to the downside, a move down, consolidation, a move down, consolidation, a move down, consolidation, a move down, another consolidation, another move down. Now that move down is going to be a quick, strong, aggressive move, a black swan type of flush where we'll get this move down and an aggressive move back up. Exactly what the market wants to do is force emotional capitulation. Now, this is an emotion game. This is a psychology game. And the reason why you're afraid right now is two things. Number one, you've invested too much money. Number two, you're watching too much on social media about these crypto influencers, and you need to avoid that. In the beginning of my journey in crypto, that's exactly what I used to do. And I used to be afraid. I used to be fearful. But I know exactly what's happening in the market right now because I've been through multiple cycles. And one thing you need to be patient about is stuff like this happens. We get these movements to the downside and we need to be patient. Buy as we move down. So to confirm, my downside targets on BTC right now are around the regions of 50K. Now, if I just jump on the 4-hour very quickly, what we can see is price has created an internal break of market structure, which I'm not convinced about, but we could get a small move back up. We've got a break of market structure down here. But if we look at the overall internal range down here, we've got the high, the low. So essentially, what we would be expecting is if price was to move back up, I'm not expecting this to get broken. So we're looking around the 80K. But I am expecting a reversal if we do come up from here around these regions. So we can put on all of our key PDAs. So we've got a fib from this high to this low. We've got a fair value gap. within this region down here as well. So let's call it around 75 to 76K, taking out liquidity above down here. Break of market structure already. Could we get a move down? Continuation back up. Another break of market structure, but we're still within this dealing range high to this dealing range low. And then we'll get a bigger move to the downside, tapping into those downside targets I mentioned to you. Now, I won't go over the buy side targets right now, but that's what I'm expecting on the downside on BTC. We need to be patient. So again, the game plan right now is a waiting game. We need to see where price is going to go, and the monthly time frame is going to paint the picture better for us. Because essentially, we have created a break of market structure right now, but we haven't actually closed on the monthly time frame. Now, if we come back up into that region above this red line, so that red line right now is 74K. If we come into those regions and close on the monthly time frame above that, that's a good sign. And we may get the next month coming down, flushing out these lows, coming into that 50K region, and we'll get the bigger move to the upside. Again, I'm expecting that move to the downside to be aggressive, very, very aggressive and emotionally driven. On Ethereum, similarly, it doesn't really matter where we are right now. Okay, we can see we've come into these lows down here. Structure right now, dealing range low, dealing range high. We're in the discount side of this dealing range. These are your areas to buy. You shouldn't be buying down here. You should be buying as we come into the dealing range low and into the discount side of the dealing range. We've tapped into key areas, very, very, very key areas. Number one, discount side dealing range, order block, 78.6, fair value gap. We're almost at these lows. If we get the flush on BTC into the 50K, we could tap into these regions, 1.5 to 1.3K. This is your signal. These are your areas where you should be buying. Now, I'm not going to go over any other charts right now. What I've just discussed with you is very, very important. And that's why you need to be patient and you need to be prepared. The market loves to punish the majority before moving in the real direction. For me, structure is still intact. Nothing has changed. We should be buying around these regions. If you like these types of videos, I trade crypto using the ICT strategy, so you can consider subscribing, hit that like button, comment, and I'll see you in the next video.